Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Being Human. I think we're up to episode 7 of season 4 already. So yeah, this episode we get to see the aftermath of Sally's brother dying, and how Sally is trying to bring her brother back. And will this happen? And she's trying to make a deal with Donna, and that's pretty much the big story here. We get to see some werewolf story here. You get to see Nora's pretty upset with Josh, which I'll get into. I know a lot of people are going to be upset about this, but yeah, Nora and Josh are having a fight. Josh is wolfing out, and she leaves. She does leave him in the end of the episode, saying, you got to deal with yourself, and then I'll come back. And then with Aiden and his wife, Savannah, I think it's Savannah? Yeah, I think so. Someone with the S. But yeah, his wife is trying to control him to not feed anymore because he's addicted to blood again. Of course, it's Aiden. He's going to be addicted to blood. Going to a Vampire Diaries reference, he's a ripper. So yeah, so Aiden is being a ripper here, and so his wife is trying to cure him, and then in the end she breaks down too and says, I killed our son. And Aiden doesn't kill her. I think that was really just showing Aiden saying, I could forgive you for this. If you forgive me for this, let's just kind of move on and help each other. Obviously that wasn't told in words in the end. I'm sure it's going to be explored in the next episode. But him not killing her out of all the sadness he had really did show that forgiveness for his wife. So what did I think about this episode? I thought it was a cool episode. I thought it was a very solid episode. I don't think it was like the edge of your seat type episode where you're getting so many, great stories. It was a little bit of a slow burn episode, but a lot of great character development here, which is something you need. And what I love about this show, if it is a slow burn episode for the story, the character development is really being progressed here. And every story, the werewolf story, the ghost story, and the vampire story is being very progressed here. So really Sally, Aiden, Nora, and Josh's characters being progressed. So let's get out of the way Nora and Josh. I know a lot of people are on edge with Nora, especially with her and Aiden from last season. But particularly, I actually really love Nora's character and how much she's been through and how she has been on Josh's side this whole time. Became a werewolf and stuck through it, and I really like the characters. So her leaving, I know a lot of people are going to get upset about this and be like, why did Nora leave? She shouldn't have left Josh. But I think you have to go think about who Nora is. She was abused, and she almost got raped by Josh in the end. That's pretty much what happened in the end of the episode. So she felt vulnerable, and she took a stand, and she did leave. And even though I think more, in my opinion, I don't think it's her leaving, obviously forever, being like, we're getting separated. I think it's for Josh to get his own breather and figure himself out. Is it the best thing? I mean, she's the wife of him, so maybe she should be sticking around. But again, just the past that she's gone through, I understand why she did that. I'm still wondering where the hell she's gonna go. I hope she stays with, I think her name's Catherine, right? Yeah, Aiden's girlfriend, past girlfriend, I'm pretty sure her name was Catherine. I would love to see her move back with her old roommate after all this vampire nonsense, and will she tell that she's a werewolf? I would love to see that for the next episode, because where else is she gonna go? I mean, that's where she lived previously, so I think that could be pretty interesting. I don't know if they would actually do it. They probably wouldn't even reference where she went, but who knows? I would like to actually really see that, especially since they left that whole story to the dust. Literally, they progressed it, and they're like, well, Aiden broke up with her, so whatever, we'll just leave her. And I feel like they progressed the character too much to just leave her there. It seems like they really do go back to characters like Sally's brother. That's a good segue. We do go back to those characters, and they come back to the show, so I don't see why not Catherine can't be in the episode. So Sally's brother, I really love, obviously, the chemistry between real-life brother of the actors. They're actually real-life brother and sister. So I love the chemistry there, and they have the same type of comedic timing. And I do like that Sally is trying to figure out any way to save her brother, but her brother feels not worthy, and he doesn't even know if he wants to be saved. And in the end, he does leave and doesn't go through his door. Maybe he does, but he doesn't want to be saved. He doesn't want to be revived because he he had nothing to live for. So will we see the brother again? I don't know, because he's more of a recurring character, but I see the story obviously popping up again. And now Sally's just going to have to explore herself, because in the end of the episode, we get to see she's stuck in time where she died. So will she correct things? Will this change things? Of course, Sally loves messing up everything for herself. So if she does change things, what happens to her? Maybe she gets her body back. Who knows? But yeah, I think that was a really cool story too, and I love the character building that we get to see between these two characters. We see these two characters a lot, but the brother never could see Sally, so now they're finally interacting with each other truly. Even though it wasn't that long, I did like the interaction a lot. Aiden, I think Sam Witwer had acting-wise, did a wonderful job here. I loved his scenes with his wife. You really felt for him, especially when he found out his son died. So round of applause for Sam Witwer's acting. I think he did a great job this episode. And I like the story overall. I usually don't love the vampire stories, but I really like that he's connecting with his wife again. And I'm really intrigued to see where that story goes and how he finds himself. And will all these characters find themselves in the end? Because really this season's been about themselves. There wasn't a villain. It's really finding exactly who they are and fighting their own demons. With Aiden being a vampire, he's fighting that always. Sally just being a ghost, her being a witch, she's fighting that, finding out what that means. Josh being a full-time werewolf, finding that out. So it's what the core of the show is all about, but in different circumstances, and they're still finding themselves. So Nora, I guess, is just trying to find herself in her marriage right now. So they're all trying to do something, and I really like that about the season. Hopefully in the end that's how they conquer their demons, really finding out how to conquer themselves in a way. But really thought this was a solid episode. Love the character development, and can't wait to see where the season goes. Great show. Obviously, if you haven't been watching it, you probably didn't watch this review, but I definitely recommend the show if you haven't watched it. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.